Stefano, stock market is red hot. Is this just a perfect time to be in the supercar business?
Well, actually, I think that from one side, what you're saying is absolutely true. On the other side, it's important that we are keep on tracing up and growing as a brand as a result. As you know, we have just announced that the end of the year 2017 has been another record year in terms of sales, plus 10% with regard to 2016. So, great moment, as always. When we have great opportunities, we need to make sure that we take on board.
I was going through your worldwide sales numbers, and I was surprised to see Europe hot as it was, up 18%. America's up 4%. I believe Asia was up 9%. What's going on in Europe?
Yeah, I think that you know, it's the right moment. The brand is really hitting up in Europe, all around the world. But I would say in Europe, after a period of difficulties, I would say that numbers are getting more and more important. And I would say the other thing that is important is from the social point of view, the acceptance of a certain product may be difficult, but is not. Is getting in the right position. And this is the reason why I do believe that we are in a moment where Lamborghini is for sure super sport car brand, but we are connecting the so-called informal luxury on which the young generation have felt comfortable to be within it. So that's an important step of our growth.
Even too, what are some of the hot markets in Asia? Their stock market has been on fire too, but how are you looking in Asia?
In Asia, very good. I mean, we don't have to forget that our second market is Japan, after United States of America for sure. Then also China, Greater China is going very well. So I would say difficult to spot on a place where Lamborghini is not growing. So that's a good point for us.
So this is the new Lamborghini lounge in New York City. So I went downstairs and I came across almost a life-size model of the Urus. How are the pre-orders looking here? This is a super SUV. What are things looking like?
I mean, looking like incredibly well. Incredibly positive response from the market all around the world. We've been in Detroit to launch for United States the car. Incredible success. Now it's up to us to make sure that we deliver the cars that the customer wants. There is a lot of expectation from one side, but also from the other side, on our side, we need to make sure that we are entering a new segment. We need to make sure that we understand the needs of the customer of the new segment, making sure that the product is current with the value of the super sport car, and therefore it's a great challenge for us. But great moment, as I said, because we see really a great potential for the next step growth of the future of Lamborghini.
Who is buying the super SUV?
Well, I would say it would be easy to say already the actual Lamborghini customer plus new one. But I reckon that what will be very interesting to see people that were not familiar with Lamborghini world that are interested with this product in terms of personality, in terms of positioning, in terms of we know that super SUV or SUV is growing all around the world. So if you want to be seen exclusive or different, you're looking for a product that is making sure that this is happening. And I would say that that car will make sure that you are recognized. You can choose a color that is quite aggressive, like normal Lamborghini, or you want to be a little bit lower in terms of visibility. You can have normal colors, but the car is gorgeous. That's the beauty of this product.
What is your view of the driverless car? When I think Lamborghini, I think about feel. It's all about that just feeling the road, the driving experience. We're almost in the moment of driverless cars. What do you think about it?
Well, I think that for sure is a trend in the automotive segment, but when you're buying a Lamborghini, you're buying an emotion, experience, and you want to be behind the steering wheel, behind the pedals to make sure that you control it. What it will be interesting for us is this new technology will be important for our customer to improve their skill of driving. They improve their performance when they can, of course, but the beauty of being a Lamborghini member is to make sure that you enjoy the experience of driving.
Is there a driverless Lamborghini in the future, or is it always have to be connected to the steering wheel?
I would say that I don't see that happening. We may have, well, we will for sure have technology that allows you to drive, for example, better with the new super SUV in terms of parking, in terms of certain situation to handle, but the experience of driving, choosing the right setting, and depending on where you are, is something that is a must for a Lamborghini lover.
But you also, you're putting a lot of money behind investing in improving the technology in Lamborghini. What are some of your recent bets?
I would say the technology is something where Lamborghini has been always ahead. in terms of new materials, carbon fiber, we don't have to forget, or other dimension related to the dynamic of the car. And this is something that we are totally focused on in the future. Just to give you an example, we launched at the end of the year the Third Millennium Project together with the MIT in order to find area of development where, I don't know, battery for the future could be used by extensive use of carbon fiber technology, or how the carbon fiber can readapt and can regenerate itself if there is little damage on the car. These are areas on which are current, with the fact that Lamborghini has been always looking to the future versus new innovation, new technology. That is part of the areas of our brand.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the MIT partnership. How far are you away from an electric Lamborghini?
Well, I would say that the next step that is already decided will be to be hybrid. Therefore, before arriving to electrification, full electrification, we need to do the middle step. That is something that will happen. But we want to make sure that the V12, we have a life also in the future. Therefore, we already decided that the new Aventador, or whatever will be the name, will be hybrid, but with a V12 engine. That is something that is really super unique, and it's something that not a lot of other brands will have in the future.
Speaking of other brands, I have to ask you, how credible is a threat to a Tesla that coming in there with a $200,000 Roadster? How do you think about them?
Well, as always in life, you don't have underestimate anyone. Above all in this moment where new ideas are coming onto the market, and it's important to make sure that you understand what the others are doing, but it's even more important to make sure that we will stay as a trendsetter in our segment. Yeah. We don't have to forget that, and this is something that is very important for our future.
Sure. Has there ever been a thinking of going public on your own? The Ferrari IPO was very successful. The market's hot. You guys are seeing strong sales. How do you think about that?
Well, for sure, the question that you are asking is absolutely logical, but it's the question that I cannot answer because I'm not the shareholder. I need to make sure that the brand is growing. Yeah. I need to make sure that the brand is profitable. I need to make sure that the growth that we are living is stable for the future. And of course, the brand is getting more and more attention on the world. But we are very happy and very lucky to be part of this fantastic group. We are taking home synergies that are important, but we have our own way of setting up the brand. Sure. And this is the duty that we have to do it in Italy, in Sant'Agata Bolognese.
Well, hopefully someday I'll roll up my Lamborghini out front and hang out here. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.